welcome to the TG podcast. This is episode 17, 18, whatever it is. And today we have our wonderful guest, Famskiis, here, probably in like the bottom right corner of the screen. How are you, Famskiis?
I'm great. I'm swell.
We also have other hosts. We have a bunch of hosts here today. We have titaniumcow. How are you?
My D's nuts and Gucci gang.
We've got SlurpyTheDog.
Hey yo.
And we have Ovalgoatkid.
That's me.
That is you. I'm glad you could recognize your own name.
I know, I am too.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, for our first question, the first question that we have for all of our podcasts that we have been doing for years, how did you first get into the server? And for your case, that would be TGN.
TGN. So, I think it was January 2019, I had no computer because in the previous year, 2018, I spilled like a soda on my laptop, no computer. So I played Minecraft on the family computers and iMac. And that was just when I was getting back into Minecraft, and I joined the OK Buddy Retard subreddit server. And I made a mistake. I was banned, and I was really upset about this. So I was banned from the OKBR. So I looked for another subreddit server because I liked the vibe, and then I find, teenagers. And yeah, so I joined that. It was kind of boring, and I'd leave for a month, and then I joined back again, and I meet people, and then start making songs. So it was fun.
Was there anything specific, like an announcement or a message you saw that got you into the server?
I don't remember.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it was probably like a pinned thing in the subreddit. I don't know. I know, probably. Yeah.
I guess I'll take question number 2. Where does your name come from? It's Famskiis.
I like this question a lot. So hold on, what's the name? Okay. So I had a friend in 2018, I believe. I do theater. This is a friend from a castmate. And we messaged each other. And I sent a Bill Wirtz video to him. And his response, knowing Bill Wirtz, was, hey, Bill Wirtz, Famskiis. Using Famskiis as a substitute for broskies or homie or something like that. And I thought that word was the funniest thing ever. So I started using it in all of my usernames, and Minecraft included. So that's Famskiis.
That sounds weird. Do you remember which Bill Wirtz video it was?
No. It probably was... Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The pants one. I think it was the pants one.
Oh.
The
I'm
pants.
gonna sound dumb here. What is Bill Wirtz?
He's a guy.
He
Oh,
does
okay,
stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen History of the World, I guess?
Mm-hmm. That's the video.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He's like Tom Scott, but weird.
Really good video. Oh, shoot.
Famskiis has left the podcast.
Yes, we gave up.
My record player was spinning and I was not aware.
What do you mean it's spinning?
Like, so I pause it and then it keeps spinning the disc. And I was like, I don't want that.
It keeps spinning. That's an interesting problem to have.
No. It's meant to do that. I just don't want it to do that.
Did we remember to press record this time?
I think, yeah, we're recording. We got Craig. We got CFDL. We're recording. We got stuff.
I'm stuff.
Apparently, Titaniumcow's recording too. We got everyone recording.
Dude.
I'm recording.
Anyway.
No.
Anyways, other hosts. Next question.
I'll take it. I'll take from here. Where does your skin come from? That's it.
My skin. So let me go to name MC for this.
You do not remember your skin.
No, I remember this. I remember my skin, but I had other ones prior.
I'm gonna pull up name MC too. I do not remember this.
The first skin I had when I joined TGN. That was, I think it was a PewDiePie skin, and that was when I joined. And I switched to an iDub skin for a while. That was my thing for a bit until April 2019. And then it was Peter Griffin. And then I had the Peter Griffin skin when I did the We Were Never Toxic stuff and got my first rank. And I felt like at that point I couldn't change it. So the reason I still have the Peter Griffin skin is because I feel like if I changed it, TGN would it would be weird. Because before that I changed it all the time.
TGN's gone now. You can do whatever you want your skin.
Well, there's still TG and Ascendancy.
No, Ascendancy got shut down.
Ascendancy's still active in the Discord.
Oh. I'm not in that
Somewhat.
Discord, so I wouldn't know.
It's cool. It's fun. You should join.
Maybe I should. I'm in too many Discords already, but it always feels like it's not enough.
I talk most that's where most of my Discord activity comes from. If something stupid happens to me during the day, I'll send it to Discord. It's funny.
Anyway, next question.
Am I being heard okay? I'm talking
Yeah.
kind of quiet. All right, nice.
Yeah.
The next host will be you, Tit.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
looking at his cow jokes.
So
Just staring
how'd
at
you
cow jokes. We
how'd
gotta
you get
to the cow
into
jokes.
how'd you get into the Newmaker Plane? Whatever
Newmaker
that
Plane.
is.
So are we all aware of what the Newmaker Plane is, or do I have to explain that too?
Pet Scott, right?
No, I
Please.
assure you, no one on TG has any idea what Newmaker Plane is. I don't know what Newmaker Plane is.
That was my town, dude.
Please enlighten me.
I do. I totally do. I know everything, so
Yeah.
I know that.
That just means you're
Oh.
old.
So the
I'm
first
very
town I was in was Red Dock, if I recall.
Oh my god.
Do you guys? So are you familiar with Red Dock?
I grieved the enchantment table in Red Dog.
Red Dock was like the people that made Oppo, and that's it.
Opportunity. Opportunity was Red Dock's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So Red Dock, I was there. Had a house there. It's still there in the save. And I remember I was a fan of the Petscop series. It was a very good series. And Epic Guy 32 was mentioned in We Were Never Toxic. Epic Guy 32 makes a Petscop reference in chat, and I'm like, yo. So we talked, and I'm like, yo, you know Petscop? Yeah, I know Petscop. And he said, well, I'm actually making a town called Newmaker Plane. Newmaker is a reference to that series. And it's... So I joined that, and it's like a really dinky town, and it's always been a dinky town. It never really saw the light of day. Or not the light of day, but it never really got famous at all. But Epic and me were the only popular people near the end that were from Newmaker Plane. And I joined that because of that stupid Petscop reference Epic Guy decided to make in chat one day. And I left Red Dock eventually. So that's fun.
So on to the next question. Excluding the Yeetles and all the music and all the stuff that you've produced on the server, what did you do on TGN?
I dug a hole. Basically a lot of what I did on TGN was with Newmaker and 4.3. Under Mega Base Underground that was shelled entirely in furnace. So you couldn't get in. A lot of good stuff in there, and I don't know what that is. Stage from the Newmaker Plane representing that town, and building Site 18, protecting that, doing a little war with In Rainbow's Fort Amnesiac. And that was probably the most fun, doing all that like diplomacy stuff that I've ever had on in Minecraft. So that's a lot of fun.
I'm actually trying to look up on the wiki right now because I'm pretty sure on 1.16 there's also a location known as Site 18 or something of the sort.
Probably
But
not
I-
Site 18, but I think people did want to like make a new site something.
Yeah, Site 118. That was the
Site
name of
118.
it. That
Can you
was
send me a link to that?
founded.
I want to read about this.
Oh, there is not a lot on it because it was not much. It was created by the Storyteller _ if you've ever heard of them.
No.
Yeah, their whole thing was making like something like a building project and a town, both in the same thing. So it was. I said that in general if you wanted to look at that and check that out at any point in
Yes.
time.
Mhm.
But it was quite a strange location to visit. Most people only know about it if they ever walk down the Western Overworld Highway because it was a big part of that.
There's a book.
So
That's fine.
yeah, so I'm guessing no relation to that.
Let me see. Wait, okay. The Storyteller, I don't know. Who's Killer Queen?
Killer Queen? Let me.
It says for Philippines were distributed from either the Storyteller or Killer Queen. Because there was someone who went by Killer Queen, and they might have been a Foundation if my memory serves me correctly, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
Killer
think it
Queen.
has a relation.
All right.
Probably no relation. Interesting though.
He's very interesting. Just two different locations with two very similar names that have absolutely no relation to each other.
I'm still in the Foundation Discord. I can't leave it because Epic made me the owner. There's all this old stuff. I plan to never leave it.
Okay, moving on. What led you to make your first parodies like Another One Dig Straight Down, Don't Mind That Now, and Do My Best? And I also want to add, I haven't heard any of these before, but I haven't heard any of these, but I can tell already that two of these are Queen parodies. I was wondering if there's anything like, do you like Queen a lot? Because I can tell that two of those are Queen songs, but Minecraft.
Quite interesting you said that. Because I was at Barnes and
And he's
Noble
left
today.
again. He's gone.
Jesus. I was at Barnes and Noble today with friends. And Barnes and Noble, if you're familiar, they sell books and they also sell records. I got a Queen record today.
Oh wow.
Dang.
So anyway.
He's gone.
So,
He keeps leaving. He just cannot handle this.
this is cringe. So Don't Mind That Now was the first. I was a very big Queen fan at the time. Now it's still like top 10. Don't Mind That Now was the first one I made, and I made it as a joke, and I made it because I had just gotten my hands on Final Cut Pro, and editing software, and I wanted to I was a big fan of what's the guy's name that makes like the Kitty Minecraft, like the obviously parody Minecraft parodies. I wanted to make something like that.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Like really badly drawn album covers.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy.
Something like that.
I wanted to do something like that because I thought that was hilarious. And
Like the guy who made Mine Diamonds.
That guy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something like that, so I did. And I was like really into Queen at the time, so I did Don't Stop Me Now, Don't Mind That Now. And that was with my brother, and I did that with my brother, and we filmed that, screen recorded that, and did all the lyrics, and it was fun. The first, I think, was going to be a parody of Sicko Mode, but then we changed it to Don't Stop Me Now. Because I wasn't familiar with Travis Scott. And then the other one, Dig Straight Down, was actually with the same guy who I sent the Billboards video to that inspired the Famskiis thing. I don't talk to him much anymore, but he liked Don't Mind That Now, and he he wanted to do something like that, and I was like, well, we should do another One Bites the Dust parody. So we did that, and we bought a realm for it, and had all these little gags in the video, and it was so much fun. And it's still one of the most fun things I've done in Minecraft. So it's fun. Do my best. That was do my best is Minecraft is not a Minecraft parody. Do my best is in 2018 and 19 I had like in my real life I was known for an ironic obsession with Kids Bop, and I still love them, and I wanted to make Old Town Road, but like with really cringy kiddie lyrics, and I did it during a summer camp, and it a lot of people thought it was funny, and that's kind of that's the one non-Minecraft parody I made. It was fun.
So, quick question. So, like, Kids Bop, like, so you said that you made kind of like a cringy copy. So, like, as in Kids Bop, like, because kind of like, you know, funny, or it's good.
It's hilarious. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
I just like. I like I just think it's so funny the way they managed to change here. It cracks me up every time. Like, I don't know. Fill my cup with some water in it. Get a liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, or it wasn't.
It's legendary. It's really good.
Yeah, it's like they have a lot of stuff like that. I forget. I don't know if I can like find any specific like comparisons, but I know because I'm a Jackstones fan, so I know a lot
Yes.
of absolutely ridiculous ones. I forget there was an Old Town Road Kids Bop one that did something like really that like had me absolutely rolling the first time I heard it. I completely forget what it was, but yeah, that was funny.
Welcome back to the TG podcast, forgetting everything every 2 seconds. I don't think we in this podcast we ever listed one specific detail.
No, we listed that one detail.
What was that?
I'm 5'9".
Are you?
Funny? And something funny about the actual Kids Bop Old Town Road cover that was made after I made my like stupid version of it. They actually made one, and there's a lyric that they kept in from the original song that goes, "Riding on a tractor, riding on my bladder, cheated on my baby. You can go and ask her." They're having 9-year-olds.
That's the one. That's literally what I was.
Yes, it's funny.
It couldn't mean cheated in an academic sense, all right?
I really doubt it.
The baby owns the school district, all right?
Yeah, man.
Please listen to
say
that. I
debate?
need to listen to that to do my best. I haven't listened to that to my best. I like this memes though, because that's fun.
It's on my like top 10 list of things to do. It's like just find a Kids Bop song on YouTube and just like pick the lyrics apart to find all the edited lyrics. I say I'm gonna do it all the time and I never do it.
It's hilarious, the changes thing.
Anyways, Oval, you have the next question.
Oh yeah. What led you to make We Were Never Toxic?
So basically, we were in a voice call in Foundation or Newmaker or whatever, and we were playing I remember this. We were playing the 1.14 beta of TGN, so nobody was on it. It was inactive as hell. You had to be a donator to play it. We were playing that, and we were like discussing music, and I like jokingly said, "Hey, one time I made this like Queen, Another One Dig Straight Down parody," and they found that funny, and then conversation went to doing that for TGN, and our thing was TGN was a very politically, not politically, but like TGN politics, politically divided server, and people, they were like towns or whatever, didn't like each other, and people didn't. I don't remember anyone not liking me, but I wasn't very active in wars or whatever. But our goal with we were never toxic was to try to make a song with everything, like reference to everything, even like total randos. I don't know who Alligator is. I really don't. So we wanted to make a parody for that had everything. What better song to cover than We Didn't Start the Fire? And not try to include every facet of TGN and not piss anybody off, and piss some people off by calling them first. But like, that was the goal, and it was a success because we're talking about it 3 years later.
Yeah, apparently, it went well. So looking back on,
It covers a lot.
It does cover a lot.
It's honestly, I haven't even thought about this before. Now it could honestly be kind of like, because like I'm probably the newest, youngest, or not youngest in terms of actual age, but in terms of playing TG, I'm probably that in this call. And like I haven't like actively used it before, but it probably could be like a history like thing for TG. Like you could honestly use it to be like, oh, here's this, and you research it, you know more.
It is, honestly. I started to get into TGN history and actually know where to like get a starting point off of it with We Were Never Toxic. It's really informative for a lot of things. And I believe to this day, We Were Never Toxic, or the Yeetles, one of which is currently the longest wiki article on the TG wiki by a long shot. Yeah, it is very long.
The Yeetles?
The Yeetles or We Were Never Toxic. I'm gonna look into it, but it is really long. The wiki, at least.
I think the We Were Never Toxic page had the whole lyrics and explanations to them. So
it does, yeah. And it is. Okay, I'm looking at now. Yes, it is 100% the longest one. It has over 20,000 characters in it.
Wow.
It's
What the fuck?
It's got a lot in it. I spent like a few hours on that. That sucked.
I read it all. I read all of it. It was fun.
Yeah,
someone should
I'm gonna
like
count the characters.
someone should write like a what's it called, a reference or something, like a reference guide to, like, and those little things, like, what's it, like when they like when you mention events, when we like write a reference guide on like what the events were. That'd be kind of cool.
That's what the wiki is. That's why it's so long.
Yeah,
wait, that is?
It is.
I think it went by like just the
everything
lyrics.
has context in this article. Like everything is given context.
Mm-hmm.
I can check that out.
Potato line, which I thought was funny that you included. I put potato in because I needed a 3-syllable word.
Yeah, I'll put it in general if you want to check that out later, along with site 111, whatever. There you go. It's in there. We can check that out later because that's a later question to explain every single song you've ever written in excruciating detail. So we'll get to that later.
Are we gonna do that? I'm
hopefully not. This cast is already gonna be like over an hour. We're already like 30 minutes in and down like 4 questions.
Dude, someone's gonna listen to it all. I dropped my bottle cap.
And he's leaving again. I can't believe this.
Okay. So
if any podcast is gonna get people to listen through it all, it's probably this one.
Definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That gives me joy.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I believe you are one of the only real like celebrities on TG and TGN. The only people that I actually seen up as something like that, or like also like Nino or Bubby.
Isn't he?
But I think
Bubby is definitely a celebrity.
Bubby, I think is more like a cultish thing because no one knows in TG nowadays. No one really knows who Bubby is or what he's done, but everyone like follows him. Everyone knows his name, and he's like a deity.
Yeah, I like Bubby. He was cool.
He was gonna be here.
Yeah, I'm regretting that. A little anecdote. Bubby was. I respected Bubby a lot because he. There was a point where so in TGN, there was a very big divide on people that were, toxic towards new players, and then people that didn't think it was a problem. That's what the song was about. And Bubby was kind of on the camp of there were memes of Bubby would kill people in the highways, take their stuff. And that's part of the TGN culture. Everyone did that. Everyone who was able did that. And we got into an argument. It was late at night. Bubby was there, and I think TG the moderator, and me. And I don't remember what I said, but Bubby wasn't a total asshole like a lot of other raiders, highway raiders would be. And he listened to my points, and he conceded on some things, and we talked things over. And I don't remember this at all. I doubt because I don't. But I respect him a lot.
Yeah, I think that even today, in TG, 3 years later, that divide in toxicity still exists a lot, especially towards new players. titaniumcow, I think, is a big. Well, I don't know what the word is for that, because now there's a new age with Bedrock players joining games of Bedrock discrimination and racism.
You're calling me
Bedrock.
toxic? You're totally calling me toxic? What the fuck?
You wrote
that if Bedrock players lag the game, then I fully support discrimination against them. If they don't, then don't do that.
They don't do anything. It's not an issue at all. But people
Exactly,
are.
they don't.
They're putting all these
Exactly.
lies up to for the pin Bedrock players down.
Because they don't do anything. That's why they want to be banned. They're useless.
I think the issue is that Muzak introduced Bedrock players to the game and also instituted a lot of changes to TG as well to help performance. And those two coincided, and there was a lot of rumors and stuff that they lagged the game, they stopped iron farms working and all that. So I'm titaniumcow. Now that he's here, I'm going to talk about this. He wrote a manifesto against Bedrock players, and did not ask for Titanium. Can you go into this? Because I can't remember. It was not a genocide, but re-education against Bedrock players.
Yeah, we were gonna make Bedrock districts in every town, and it was gonna be
so funny.
Yeah.
The thing
I think we got very sidetracked. What was the original question?
This is really beginning to remind me of a certain historical event.
This is a historical. Yeah, that was a thing.
It doesn't ring the bell. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because the thing is that I was a Bedrock player at the time when titaniumcow wrote that book, and a mob who had read the book came after me and hired me to allow them to publicly execute me for being a Bedrock player. So that was a very influential book. But stuff like this is always this with toxicity and all that. Astral's one thing I can think of. They took all of the elytras and then all left the game, so they have a monopoly on elytras that they are not giving away. So all of that.
That's really respectable.
It is a respectable business. I can admit that.
And once again,
question. I need to
another question. Yeah, who's the next question again? I think it's Oval, right?
I think.
It doesn't matter then.
Okay, so it's Tit. Tit, you have the next question.
What question? Oh shit. Give me a second here.
I think Tit is very lost.
I give one minute.
Tit didn't even know he was on the podcast.
We got so sidetracked. Fuck. You say the question. I'll say the next.
Can we take a break? I need to pee.
I'll take it.
We'll take a break. This is going to be CFDL. Can you put hold music on in the video?
Yeah.
Famskiis, you can go. You can do whatever you want. We're on break now.
The hold music will be hand crushed by a mullet by 100 gex.
Yeah, can we get Pulse Demon playing?
By the way, in case you really weren't paying attention, the next question is how was We Were Never Toxic received when it first came out? That's the next question.
Yeah. I was I'm playing Stardew Valley in the background, so I wasn't really. I should probably stop playing while doing this.
This is great. This is
I'm
the
once again asking to be taken out of Sin channel in Bedrockie removal.
Oh, I'm not in that Discord anymore. I'm not in. I haven't paid control of that Discord since like a year. I have no idea who owns it.
Hey,
I don't
it's
think anyone owns it. Is it possible for nobody to own one?
no. As soon as
Nuh-uh.
someone leaves, the ownership passes on to someone random if the owner doesn't choose.
I need to remember that parody of the Joker cover that I made for that said Rando.
Oh,
I'm
Anyone see that?
trying to. I don't know if I do.
Is it
I
I
have
gotta
certain
remake that, but it
like
says like.
songs.
Can you just remake that? But it says like Bedrockie.
The Bedrockie
Oh,
Joker
wait.
parody. That's a great idea.
Do you mean the
I fully support the Bedrockie Joker parody.
Do you mean the one with VTD cat? Cheese.
No,
Hmm.
yeah, I remember that. It's like, oh yeah, I've made 2 Joker
What?
memes for TG.
Anyways, titaniumcow, you have the next question.
How was We Were Never Toxic received when it first came out? Did you expect the reaction of the song, Famskiis?
I didn't think it would be that popular. I saw like there were some comments. Like when I put the Reddit post up, like, hey, does anyone want to message? So I expected like a little bit. I remember the first comment ever made was by, or not the comment, but like the first input feedback was by a player named Holotic. If anybody knows Holotic, and he said, I don't remember, but he said it sounded terrible, and I thought that was funny. But that was the first ever like feedback on that song.
Because it's still getting comments today that I think of. And there's
I think
like
so, yeah.
reviews. CFDL, just to bring him back, one of the editors for TG Media, he wrote a book on 1.17 that's just a review of gold ingots and goes into that.
It's bad, isn't it? I heard
Yeah,
it was
apparently.
bad.
No, the song. The thing is I think the song's good, but the mixing is bad. So you have like 2 parts of the song playing over each other, like halfway through, and it's just sound at one point, and you don't know what you're listening to at all.
I wonder how I get that side.
I don't know, but it doesn't. It sounds or like you were supposed to have like background vocals, but you made them as loud as the regular vocals. There's something going on with it.
I don't have any of the original Logic tracks for these songs, so I would look back, but I don't have them.
I like how distraught you sounded. You're like, it's bad, like, and just absolutely torn apart that this was the one that got reviewed.
People said it was bad, and I was like, is it really bad? And then he said it's reviewed, and I'm like, so
Yeah, it's a professional review with CFDL, TG Media editor, and Garfield Cartel member is that too.
Oh my god.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
I have the next question now. How are the Yeetles formed?
oh. Hey, you want me to share my screen into like the Yeetles Discord? Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. So, there's the Yeetles.
It's a cool look at this.
This was a cover for a song that we never did. It was gonna come in like after Babbey Road, but we never did it. Cover of, I think, El Scorcho. This was when I had a cover. If you can see, I don't know if you can see, but like the title on the thing that's class pictured because we could not decide. So the name for this album was originally going to make this picture. But it changed.
I don't know how this answers the question, but maybe at some point it will.
I'm getting on a tangent here.
Okay. We allow tangents, so sure.
I haven't looked back in this Discord in months, dude. Let me have this.
Okay.
So,
Getting off track is what TG Media is about.
I love it.
It's so weird to think that this was like long ago, but it's only 2019.
Yeah, well,
that's 2 years ago. That's a while.
Yeah, but that
Maybe
fucks
three.
me up. Like,
Three
it's
almost.
still
Yeah.
like it still feels like 2019 was like so recent, but at the same time so far away.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna go in general and like old. First message.
Deleted
I think the
user.
Yeetles were formed. I think the Yeetles were formed when Epic, Guy, and I were in Site 18. We built some note block pianos. Yes, this is how we were formed. They were formed. Epic Guy and I made some note block pianos. Like we invented a system of note block pianos and how to play them in, like where to play sharps and flats, and then I'm forgetting the name for the white keys. And no block pianos, and we made 4 in Site 18 different instruments, and we said, hey, this should be a band. So we did that, and so we said Ace of Spades should join, I think. Ace of Spades should join because he was in Site 18. He was already in that group. And then my brother, Famskiis, joined. He left. But, and then later edition, or Firekeep was our John Lennon. And he was cool. I can't remember if he was ever at the Foundation. And then Creamy Note Block, who was an avid metal fan, I remember. Also played bass and wondered if he could be a bass player. Like play bass in real life, and he was wondering if he could be the bass player for the Yeetles, and we never actually utilized those talents. But he was in a band. And yeah. So that was just because we were screwing around, and we were like, hey, we should like play We Were Never Toxic and like, make some other stuff. Under a new name, and I said Beatles.
I think you're getting a little like far from your mic or whatever. Cool. Hold on.
Can you hear me better like this?
I mean, yeah.
You can? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
certain?
Maybe I'm just talking quietly. I don't know. But
I mean, you are, but it's like, I mean, you are, and that's fine. But it's just like it was getting. It wasn't really like I could, if I really like tried, I could hear what you were saying. It was a little, like it wasn't so much that you were quiet. It was that like the white noise was like kind of like around the
like,
same loud.
What's that crisp thing? Like, what's the?
Crisp. I had to turn that on at one point, and apparently my voice sounds good now. I cannot confirm or deny that fact, however.
It sounds pretty good. You sound like fish stick on a stick.
What does that even mean? What does it mean?
I'm assuming it's a slur.
How do I turn on the crisp audio stuff?
I don't know how you turn it on.
It's
It's something like that. I am TF2? I had no idea.
Noise reduction.
Noise reduction, yeah.
How do I sound?
Exactly the same.
Okay.
fine.
Fine. Great. Okay. I think. Okay. If this is fine, let's just do this.
Yeah, it works.
Let's do next question.
All right.
That would be. Wait, would that be? No, that would be Oval.
You might have.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay,
You
this is
asked
that.
how we're. Might have already like answered this in the last question. Did the other members assist or help with the music in any way? If yes, which part did each member play?
Well,
Huh.
barely, but that was also partially my fault. Ace wrote a couple songs. Firekeep gave us a studio. We recorded the Free Bubby in that. That was the only song. And I stress this. Free Bubby from Relevant album. The reason it's so bad is because it was recorded on TGN. I want this to be known. I don't want it to be an embarrassment. We hit the note box for this. And this was not Redstone even. This was just us punching note blocks in sequence. So for that, it's great. It's an accomplishment. Anyway, that's what Haruki gave us. And it was like underwater. It was pretty cool. Creamy. I don't remember him doing much. Maybe he suggested a couple songs. My brother didn't do much. Yeah, it was mostly me, but that's kind of my own fault.
And that will be over with the next question.
Okay. What led to the creation of the Relevant album? How did the album get its name, and what was the feedback from the album's release?
I don't remember. Relevant album. Yeah, I think it was well taken. I made it because like the life we were never toxic and Raiders on the Highway. I made it because of like, what if I didn't spend so much time making the videos, because the videos take up like 70% of the production for those. Like not spend that much time and make 10 and put them in an album, make an album cover, release that. Maybe that would be more successful. How it was received, I forgot. It was received well.
These are the repetitive questions where I do the same thing for the same albums each time. And this is definitely not going to get repetitive at all.
Before we start, I'm just gonna be back really quick. I have my fan on low because I don't want it to like be interrupting my audio, but it's also really hot, so I'm gonna go turn the fan on in the other room. It's gonna take me like 3 seconds. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
Oval's dead. You have the next question.
Me? Oh my god.
It's not that hard.
You know what? While Oval is gone and away, I think we're gonna give you your portion to tell the 20 cow jokes that
Yeah.
you've stated that you need to tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said at the start you need to tell these jokes. So
Do I need to react to these, or can I just?
Do the YouTube reaction face. Yeah.
this
Number
is
one.
this is horrible.
What's black and white and red all over?
What's
A
that?
cow in a blender. What did one dairy cow say to the other? Got
What?
milk?
I'm back.
Why can't a bankrupt cowboy complain? He got no beef. What did a secret cow agent say to the other? Are you undercover?
I'm not.
Why was the
Maybe.
cow sad? She was moody.
I'm ready to end this podcast.
Yeah, me too.
Why can't cows wear shoes? Because they lactose.
It's not that. That's not. That wasn't funny.
This is
What do you call a cow that can't produce milk? A milk dog. You know what they say about cows? They're outstanding in their field. Where did the bull lose all of his money? At the casino. Hold on, I got another one. What do you call a magic cow? Moudini.
how many more?
What do you
Is that
call
it?
it?
Is that all
What do
the
you
jokes?
what do you get when you pamper a cow? Spoiled milk.
How many?
Where will you find the most cows? New York. What do cows play at concerts? Music.
There are way more of these jokes than there need to be.
I got one more.
No.
I got one more. What does the farmer say to the cows at night? It's past your bedtime.
Thank you for
Wait.
the
I got
worst.
it. One last.
You don't have another one. You said
I got
that
another.
Knock
yeah,
knock.
you don't have any more cow questions.
Come on, you gotta reply. Knock knock.
Who's
No,
there?
I'm not
Who's
replying.
there?
Who's
Knock
there?
knock.
Who's there?
Cow
You already
go.
answers there.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Cow goes. Cow goes who? No, silly. Cow goes moo.
This
I'm
is
going to
the worst
That was
bit that's
it.
ever been played on the TG Media
I'm going to
YouTube
nuke the
channel.
entirety of Bosnia just for that.
I don't live in Bosnia. I live in Estonia.
It's the same thing.
It'll be on
Okay.
your conscience.
I'm gonna delete this channel.
Yes, please.
I need to go to the hospital now because I have AIDS, cancer, every disease known to man.
I'm gonna let
Anthrax,
I'm not-
cow anthrax. There we go. That's a good one.
Looks like you got a bad case of cow fever.
I'm not gonna allow to ask the next question. So the same exact question again,
This
but with
podcast was
Sergeant
going
Server.
so well. And
What
then,
led to
and then
what led to the creation of the second album? How did it get its name? What are the feedback of its release?
Some server, I wanted to make a cool album cover, I think. Thought that was a really good album cover on my part. I also just liked the feedback to Relevant album, which answers the previous question. And the feedback for that one, I don't remember at all. I think it was good. I think they were all pretty good. I don't know.
I think Sergeant Server is a lot less popular nowadays because that
the fuck is in a submarine?
something has collapsed. But okay, are you okay? Is the building falling over?
No, door is creepy.
Bosnians are attacking.
So, but like with Babbey Road and Sergeant Server, I think both those albums are received a lot because they're just not as accessible as the other ones.
Yeah, they're not on Spotify Apple Music.
Yeah, they're only on SoundCloud. But yeah, I definitely think that those songs and other things definitely deserve a lot more recognition than they have been. But got to hear the. Oh no, I didn't even know the. Never mind. That's gonna be the end of my portion of talking.
Sergeant Server, I'll say is I think my best album.
And what were the issues that you had getting that on like YouTube and Spotify?
Oh my god! Wait, yes, on Apple Music and Spotify.
Is it? I don't know. I'm not on Spotify.
On YouTube, it's fine. Just upload it. On SoundCloud, it's fine. Apple Music and Spotify, when you try to upload for like streaming services, oh my god, it's terrible. So I used a thing called amuse.io, and it uploads you to like 9 different services, like new ones I've never heard of. I'm on there, like things called Tidal. I'm on Google Play. I'm on YouTube Music, and but the uploading process is so annoying, and I had to like type in metadata for every song, or else like legally I had to do that. And dude, after all of that was said and done, it only accepted 2 of the albums. The other 2 I did not want to bother. So I just left the 2 unaccessible. I really just listened to it on SoundCloud, man. I don't know.
Speaking of that, I think the TG Media is trying to do something about that because I think can I announce this? I don't know if I should be announce this. I'm going to anyway. We're trying to get like a 24-hour stream up. That's a play on like the lo-fi beats to relax and listen to 24-hour live streams. But we're doing it with all the TG music, which is your stuff and Blue Spectre's stuff. Blue Spectre's in the chat. He's amazing. He makes all the orchestral stuff.
I might make
Oh, I
music
see.
too soon. So yeah.
Cool. So yeah, hopefully we can get somebody to listen to it like on YouTube. But we're gonna have to.
Or you can put the woman connection in there.
Woman connection.
It's like the one song that I've made.
I'm threatened by the title of that song.
I love that song.
It's a parody of the Kermit song.
I'm going.
Just listen to it after. Don't worry about it now.
Next question.
Just forget about it.
I'm going to forget about that. Next question.
I think it's me. What
Yes,
led
that
to
would
the
be you.
creation of the Revolter album? How did the album get its name? What was the feedback from the album's release?
It's terrible. I made the Revolter album because I hated doing it. I just felt like I needed to make money. I hated every second of making the Revolter album. It was the worst creation I've ever made that TGN or TG has ever seen. The Revolter album was a mistake.
How was the feedback on it? Did everyone else share that sentiment?
No, people liked it. That was a joke. I like the Revolter album. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for ruining the joke. I'm terrible at this. Anyway, next question. That'll be Oval.
Yeah, Babbey Road.
Why was Blue Glass Panes released as a single?
Oh, because I liked it and I wanted to release something because it had been a while in between Babbey Road and Revolter. And I was like, I should like assert that I'm still doing things. Dying. Would have also been
Bosnian Flu.
Being
Bosnian
cremated
Flu.
from the inside.
Bosnian Flu.
Yeah, Bosnian Flu.
Bosnian Flu.
Yeah.
Bosnian Flu.
Bosnian
Created by the
Flu.
Bedrock Players. Created by the Bedrock Players.
Yes. Biological weapon, Corona Man. Released
What you
from
were
China,
saying?
Wuhan.
Bosnian Flu.
This is so sad. Famskiis will soon die.
Are we gonna do the next question?
You do the next question,
I
Tim.
think he was
Alright.
still answering the Blue Plains one.
Oh yeah, Blue Glass Plane. Yeah, I
Fuck my
released it
ass.
because I think it was
Okay.
good. It was a good single.
Now we're
I
done
had
with
a good
Bosnian Flu.
Okay. What was the question?
Same question we have been asking the last 4 questions.
That's pretty awesome. Why was Blue Glass Panes?
That we just asked that question.
Oh shit.
Come
Oh. What happened to the Yeetles after the release of Babbey Road?
You skipped the question.
Oh my god.
It was on top of it.
Sorry. It's
Yeah.
really late over here, man. Okay. What
Yeah.
led to the creation of the Babbey Road album? How did the album get its name? And what was the feedback from the album's release?
Well, I wanted to do like a long one. I wanted to reach the quota of 30 songs, which is why it was terrible. I don't like that album that much. A lot of songs were made as filler. I wanted to do a long one. It was either going to be like, all the albums mirror a Beatles album. Revolter's Revolver, Sgt. Servers of Sgt. Pepper's, the relevant album is Let It Be. Babbey Road is obviously Magical Mystery Show. So I wanted to do that, and I was going to do that. I was going to pair it to the White Album, but I decided on the other one because I thought it was a cooler album cover. But I did it because I wanted a 30-song album, and I wanted to like have that wow factor. Because I didn't feel like anyone would actually listen to all of it, and I could just make some terrible stuff. And people did listen to it, and it wasn't actually received as well as, and it was the least popular one out of all 4 of them, but it had the best album cover. In my opinion. I mean,
So,
Coolio.
Famskiis, I gotta say, your songs, they are real club banger, as we say here in Estonia.
I like real club bangers.
anyways,
Of a banger.
on to the question that Titcow already asked before we told him to not ask that question.
Sorry.
What happened to the Yeetles after the release of Babbey Road?
Let's see.
Pulling up the Discord again.
So, I'm sure. Babbey Road has started recording 8 songs done. 8 songs done. 8 out of 16. Wahoo! And I was like, update. Official album song count is 21 songs. Currently at 12 done, I think. The album is like ready, but not like able to be released. I think there's 25 songs. I'm just adding them more and more. So I just kept making them. And let's see. I released it. And then we worked. This is what we worked on. We worked on doing like uploading them to Apple Music and Spotify. That's what we like. That's what our energy was put to. That was helped out. That was helped with by Ace. I'm sure. And then later we started for Toxic 2. There's a whole channel for this, and this is good lyrics. So, the monkeys from Penance Face, Red Bears, Bob McKay, and go Hotsie Mushroom Island, and a Squid Bay. So, it was like an updated, more recent version of Never Doxxed 2, so we worked on that. And, yeah. That's kind of what we did.
So just started working on more and more things, but just eventually just fizzled out?
Never happened, yeah. Babbey Road was a good closer for that band. I'm probably not going to release anything under the Yeetles name. Maybe something under the Famskiis name, but not Yeetles.
Basically, just like the real Beatles.
Yeah. I mean, after Abbey Road, it was done.
Really, the Beatles were actually a copy of the Yeetles, you know? The Beatles like the knockoff Yeetles, you know?
That's where they got the idea from.
Yeah. They heard, what's the song name? Fuck.
I mean, they were all hippies. They could probably all see into the future.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, Paul McCartney is actually an avid TG player and played back in TGN and still plays up to this day.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, Paul McCartney is actually Ovalgoatkid. I've spoken to him privately about this.
I am Paul McCartney, that's true.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Wait, I'm Paul McCartney. I'm not a Beatles fan, so I don't know what you mean. Help!
I saw him in concert.
Need help.
This is the okay. After the cows thing, I think this is the worst bit.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Sorry.
I see. It would be a lot better if I knew like Beatles. I think I know. Help.
That is a
Help.
song.
That's a song.
That is a song.
That is a song. That one. Band on the Run. That's a good one. I like that one.
That's Wings.
Yeah, that's not the Beatles.
That isn't the Beatles.
That's Paul McCartney's other band, The Wings.
Oh yeah, the
Speaking of that, Slurpy, you the next question.
And the next question, okie dokes. What were the Yeastie Boys?
So,
He loves or hates this question.
That's a good question in itself. I don't know. So, I forgot. I really forgot about that bit. That was Nixel. Let me see if I could actually have this. That's stop. That was Nixel. He does music, and he does hip hop backbeats, and he's pretty good at it. And he said, "Hey, I don't know if it was me or him or just a mutual thing, but he said, hey, we should collaborate on something." And I would do vocals, he would do the backbeat, and I wanted to like continue with adding a Y to established artists that start with B, so I chose the Yeastie Boys. And he made some fire stuff, and I enjoyed every minute of working with him. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the album cover was cool. NSA made a comment because I included a sample. I sampled something he had shared in the song, and he noticed that, and he thought that was funny. So yeah, I like that bit. That was fun. Someone else can talk now.
That is titaniumcow with the next question.
What's
Hey,
why
Oh.
was
Or is it Oval? I don't know. It's a nice question.
Is it? I don't think it's. I thought it was fuck. Who asked that question? Shit.
I'll
So
just
as
do
long
I
as
this
asked,
it
one.
got
I
I'll just
asked
do
you
this
Yeastie
one.
Boys.
Titaniumcow can answer this question. There you
as
go.
long as it
So,
got
Famskiis, why do you release the blue glass panes as a single?
This is
Well,
the best
actually-
podcast.
well, actually, that was not my work. That was that single was not made by me. The instruments were not by me. That voice is not mine. Actually, none of the voices in any song is mine. It's all Rivers Cuomo from the famous band Weezer.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. You don't sound like Famskiis. You don't look like him either.
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Are you some imposter?
How'd you get here?
Some poser.
Stop
Is this
asking that
cute?
question. Can we get Ovalgoatkid to ask the next question?
Oval, can you ask the next question?
No, I refuse. No,
Okay,
that's
I'll
good.
ask it. This is
Okay.
How did you get into the content team, and what did you do as a content team member? Also,
I like that question. So how did I get into content team? I was the only, like, my knowledge, other than Techno, which isn't, he doesn't do the same kind of design. I was the only designer in TGN. And I can find this. So there were 3 positions that a content team member could do. It was builder.
that's it. That's all you could do.
Yeah, builder, developer, and designer. I think. Mine. I obviously applied for designer, and I was easy in because I was the only designer other than Techno, and he also got easy in. So, so I got a portfolio going. Let's actually see if I can find it. Yes, I'll share this now. Anyone would like to see. Here's my portfolio. This is all the stuff I made 2 years. So this is not good. None of this is very good. But this is my portfolio. For my TGN content team application that I sent to NSA. So American typewriter, I did this little wheel, backed font, Times New Roman. Okay, and then blue glass that. This was actually used as years later. It's a funny story. Years later, they dug up this image and started using it for the Doge for Discord. This little icon, TGN logo redesign is infinitely better. Kettlworks concept, Yeetles logo, TNP logo. That album thing. None of this I like that much. This typewriter thing is pretty cool, but I used that. That was my portfolio, and NSA liked it apparently, and I got in, and then I screenshotted the list of people that got in. Like NSA said, these are the people that I have invited into content. And I screenshotted this. I didn't know this was a bad thing to do. I still don't think it is. I still don't think it was. I screenshotted it, and I put it into general and it was like, hey, this is everyone who's content team. And I got removed for leaking within 24 hours. They called the content team speed room. And I eventually, Bubby was cool about it. He talked it over with NSA and said, hey, he made a mistake, get him back in. And eventually talked back in. And I went through the full 5 stages of grief in that morning. I woke up to find out that I had been removed. What did I do in content team? I did some texture packs for some stuff that we never saw the light of day for NSA related causes. And I remember I designed a Yeti. I designed a lot of videos, trailer videos. I did some thumbnails and whatever. It was fun. And when Ascendancy rolled around, because Ascendancy started out as a content team project.
That's the next question, actually.
Is it?
Mhm.
Well, I did a lot of stuff for that. I designed the Ascendancy logo, like all the brand imaging. I also designed the advertisements that we ran through Reddit ads. I just did everything design wise. Cool.
And I think that would be Slurpy with the next question.
Should I still ask the Ascendancy question?
Yeah, re-ask it.
All right. How did you get into Ascendancy? / what did you do while you were involved in Ascendancy?
Okay, so does this do you mean TGN Ascendancy or the Ascendancy, like the independent?
Both of them.
Both of them. Well, I already explained what I did for TGN Ascendancy, so I'll do this one. Here we go. This is Ascendancy Discord.
This is going to be the worst podcast for any audio listeners.
Is it that bad? I can speak up.
Oh, no, not because you're talking, because you keep using visual clues. So anyone listening is not going to see anything.
Oh, my bad. Whatever. Screw them. I don't care. So, well, let's see.
It's me. I'm there. I'm in the thing. That's crazy. Wild.
Let's go to Connor. This is Connor.
Only Bedrockies listen to audio only.
So
For any audio
Bedrockies.
listeners, he's now stalking through Connor's DMs.
He is talking through Connor's DMs.
He's now going into the dark web and buying drugs.
Yeah, because of the audio listeners, we should just state everything that's happening on screen right now.
He's now opening up Tor browser and he's sending a SWAT team to Submadoge's house.
Yes.
Very illegal.
Oh, wait, one guy, there's a knock on my door. I should go get that.
Yeah.
Are you typing live leak into the search bar?
So, oh shoot, bad. Never mind. Actually,
did you just dox? Famskiis is just dox several members of the community.
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, Famskiis is beating his grandmother with a baseball bat.
That's horrible.
What I just revealed was some Panera Bread gift cards that Connor got me. Hey CFTL, can you please black that out?
You censored the what is that 1-year-old Panera gift?
They're not good anymore, but I don't want them in the public eye. Anyways,
CFTL, can you please censor the almost 2-year-old Panera gift? The public isn't ready to see those.
Yeah, it's not really. Maybe they still work. I don't know. Anyway, Connor says. So this is after Ascendancy ends in TGN. So Connor says, he's gonna make his own Ascendancy, and I hear about this. And he messaged me privately and says, I know you still feel conflicted as per what other CT members have told me. Let me know if you're ever ready to discuss what I have in mind. No pressure and no rush. He's such a good guy. Actually good guy. He got me free Panera Bread. And I said, I heard you're hosting a split-off serve of some kind. And he said, as of right now, it's clearly internal between the staff. I'm not trying to steal people from TGN. I still respect NSA, and just as you, TGN is still an extremely special place for me. No split-off, just inching closer to deploying a true Civ server. And I was like, honestly, this is a good idea, but I wanted to convince NSA to let Connor work on his own credit. That's kind of the whole thing that's split off. He took a little bit of convincing, and I asked what other CT members have decided to continue the work, join your split off, and he said it was Otto, Mervin, Sprout, Not a Robot 2, himself, and Hyperlink. Yeah, Tangent. Yeah, I don't actually know. Then we made a Slack. That Slack has been inactive for a minute. Oh shit, that's my name. That's my
A lot of doxing here. This is why we don't use visual. We've removed.
DL. So can you find that message? I reveal my personal email address and find that out. I just don't want that.
CFDL for the whole podcast. Can you just put a black screen?
Yeah.
Just black it out. We don't see anything in this podcast.
That was my personal email, and CFDL, I entrust you with that and that only. Oh my god, aren't there 4 people recording?
There are several people recording. Yeah, that is correct. This is the worst podcast I think we've ever recorded so far. We've had doxing,
My screen is
Bosnian Flu, cow jokes. This is awful.
My screen is
At least you haven't. At least you didn't. At least you didn't reveal your address to people in a Discord call.
I've never.
Don't worry, I'll do that later.
Actually, now that you mentioned the address thing, can I go on a tangent?
Yes, you can.
So you know Mervin?
A little bit, yeah. Because I'm on the.
He's from the Netherlands, and through some, I've not recorded the part with the email. Thank God. Okay, so he's from the Netherlands. He's content team staff member on Ascendancy. I send a picture taken with an iPhone, send it onto Discord, and I believe they've fixed this now. But when you send an iPhone image on Discord, all of the metadata is still there, and iPhones record where exactly where the picture was taken. So maybe you can see where I'm going with this, but Mervin saw this. He's smart and downloaded my video that I posted. It wasn't a picture, it was a video. And found my exact address. Directed a letter towards me. And I might have it.
Your address? Wow. This is going hard.
I swear this is interesting. No, not that. Where is it? Technical.
Taking a while to find this address here.
No, it's not my address. It's the letter he sent.
He sent a letter?
Yes, he sent me a letter through, and I did not know this. I was not aware that he had my address, and I got a letter from Mervin in the mail.
Fuck.
Yeah. So. I'm so sorry if this is wasting time.
We've got. I'll say plenty of time.
Okay.
I'll claim that.
Hey, I'm taking a nap while he's doing that. Wake me up when he's done.
Dude. I swear.
CFDL, this is where you put the whole music in the video.
Just put it over the video. Speed up the video.
Really keep track.
Holy shit.
The letter?
Found it.
Yes.
Okay, I think you should check that letter before and make sure it doesn't have Mervin's address on it.
No. I threw away the envelope.
Okay.
So this is just his letter. And this is actually interesting. The first time I've ever seen European A4 paper.
A4 paper?
Yes. The United States and the rest of the world have different paper size.
That's new.
I'm from the United States.
Are you? Can you prove this?
Can you prove this? Send us your address. Prove this.
Yeah, can you send us the address?
So.
Huh.
Do you want me to read this? This is a TGN player.
TGN. Incredible.
Yes, TGN player physically sending me this. Dear pen pal, I just spent half an hour trying to order a pizza. I registered an account and such, but unfortunately I failed. I think my VPN is just plain bad. So instead, I decided to write you this letter. I've never actually written a letter before, especially not to a charming fellow like you, Garrett. That is my name. How does this work? concern, swag, happy, flushed in columns. So like he's trying to emoji.
And why didn't he just draw like swag happy? That's incredibly lazy.
It would appear emojis are unavailable in the chat. How peculiar. And then this doesn't make sense to them staff, but basically Connor wasn't making a video for a while, and then Connor did it, and he was like, oh my god, it's happening. Connor's finally going to record his devlog 2 video. I hope the small letter serves as a proper substitute for a pizza. I also drew a man with a pizza on the back. Furthermore, I added some salmon lake stickers. Have a great day. Kind regards, Mervin.
That's amazing.
This is incredible.
That's fantastic.
That is a beautiful man holding a pizza.
Then he says, maybe it's best to leave graphic design up to you. And there's an emoji. That,
Truly work of art. That's truly work of art.
Yeah.
I actually think I saw that last week in the Louvre. You know?
What?
There's a joke there.
Big
But
triangle in what's it called? France. French land.
Ew.
Triangle.
There was also a thing that Mervin sent to Starboard. That was him. He printed out a picture of the pooter emoji. It's in Ascendancy. And he ripped it in half, and then he played sad music on his piano keyboard. And that video of the ripped pooters got 12 stars on Starboard. He enclosed the very same ripped pieces of the pooter paper, and now I own them.
You own the ripped pooter. That's incredible.
Yeah. And it says 12 stars on Starboard. That. And then here are my salmon lake stickers.
This is
one
beautiful.
of which I have put on my shelf.
This is
So I
adorable.
thought that was a worthy tangent.
Mhm.
Anyway, next question. I'm going to put this back.
I have no idea who said the last question.
I think that it's my turn.
Well, ask the next question.
Yeah, do it. I'll read yours.
Do I have to? I'm kidding. Did you play on TG 1.15? If so, what did you do?
I made that. Was it 1.15 that had that cathedral? Or was that
No,
1.16?
that's 1.16.
Then I didn't do anything.
Nothing? 1.15?
Not much. I popped in a couple times.
Popped in.
Hey, you have the next question.
I have the next question.
You do.
OMG. So, Famskiis, what did you do on 1.16? What made you build your famous Famskiis Cathedral?
Oh, that was the question I saw, and I was like really excited. So what I did on 1.16, I actually made a cathedral.
Mhm.
And I think that's the only thing I remember making. I didn't really join a town, I don't think. But I made that cathedral. The reason I made it. Has anybody read the book The Pillars of the Earth?
I have not, no.
Nah, you're just a nerd.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
I don't know how to read, so.
Good book. Okay. So
You've seen what?
Can you read us the book? Can we have Famskiis reads?
We will not. So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
what's the
we
book called
already got rid of A-Blaze and E-Reads. We just Famskiis reads, and we'll have him read the entirety of Pillars of the Earth.
it's really long, but basically,
What, Inside the Earth?
oh my god, it's the
Sorry.
it's the story of the book is it follows different characters. It's set in the 1100s, and it follows mostly Jack, who wants to build a cathedral, and it's about building a cathedral, and it's the most boring sounding book, and oh my god, it's so good. You get attached to characters, and the book has no mercy. You will die. I love it. People, you get attached to characters. You know how they're going to respond to. It's such a good book, and when I made that cathedral, I had just finished the book, and I wanted to do that. So I built a cathedral.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that cathedral became pretty big on TG, especially with the name Famskiis Cathedral, and just because it's such a large and complex structure on it. And there was, the only thing I can think of the events that came with it was Tit and Hypzee's, not Tit and Hypzee, Cheese and Hypzee's wedding.
I thought there were a couple weddings.
There's only one that I can remember that happened in the cathedral, and that was with Hypzee and Cheese. And that was
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can continue.
I got a couple messages, like in different occasions, on like, hey, can I cathedral for the public gathering? I forgot. I said it's fair game. I don't care about the cathedral anymore. As long as you don't blow it up. People did.
Yeah, they did. The Cheese did.
So,
famous.
Was that at least in Anarchy?
No, it was in Cheese Act. The moderator of the server, he blew up the cathedral during Hypzee and Cheese's wedding. Because that whole ordeal of Hypzee and Cheese's wedding was just it was ridiculous. Because Hypzee just one day said, "I'm marrying Cheese," but Cheese was never really told about this. And every time that Cheese was told about this, he said, "No, I hate Hypzee. I'm not marrying him." And Hypzee says, "Yes, you are marrying me. We're being married tomorrow at noon." And then made all these advertisements everywhere that they're getting married tomorrow at noon. And they're gonna do it at
There was a campaign. There was
there was. So he said we're gonna go. Yeah, no, it was going to be at Bacontown. They were going to be married at the Bacontown church, and then like 5 minutes before, he told everyone, "No, we're getting married at Famskiis Cathedral." So they went over to Famskiis Cathedral, and for some reason, I don't know why, Cheese never showed up. And so they got Sigma Turbine, wonderful player. He got in Cheese's costume and married while wearing Cheese's skin. And while they're saying their vows, I think you can see this in Archive in the TG Media Discord. Cheese just teleported in and teleported in like 100 TNT just in the middle, and it detonated instantly and blew up half the cathedral and killed several people. And then that was it. He just blew up. There was this big hole, and then everyone just left. And then we went to Bacontown to celebrate, and then the entire town, the entire city of Bacontown, was completely destroyed and reduced to rubble. There was withers there. People just blew up everything. It was awful, and it was one of the largest pre-anarchy griefs I can think of on 1.16.
Was it reverted?
Yes, it was brought back.
Okay.
And then after that, people kept having weddings because that was a rule that made that if you have a wedding, you are allowed to grief whatever you want, and mods will just roll it back for you. So people kept having weddings in places they didn't like so they could blow it up. And so people went to Bacontown.
Seatown weddings.
Yeah, so people
rising.
So people went to Bacontown after Hypzee and Cheese's wedding, destroyed the whole place, but then there was 3 other weddings in Bacontown after that just so they could blow up Bacon again. And just repeating that over and over then of the town being destroyed, rebuilt, and destroyed again anytime someone wanted to be locked in marriage. And that was it. And that was the trend that happened for months.
Are there any weddings at Infinity?
Out of what?
Infinity, so they could blow up Infinity.
Infinity was founded, the copy pasta was made, and then no one spoke of Infinity ever again.
I have a huge lamp there. I was really disappointed that nobody saw it. It was the only big thing I did. Ever.
Anyways, next question. Who is the next question? I think it's Ted.
Oh, me?
He was the next question.
Okay. Famskiis, how did you get involved in TG Media? This thing.
I think VTD asked me. I think VTD asked me if I could do a logo, or maybe I heard of it and to do the logo. And then did the logo, and then my contribution to that got me to help a role because I helped. And I hate that logo now. I'll say I hate it.
I love that logo. It's a great logo.
It's terrible.
It's a beautiful logo.
Awful.
Like I know you don't watch the TG podcast, but do you see like the animation at like the end of each episode? The
it's a
text
great animation. It's a great animation.
It's beautiful.
It brings, but it's just like by default a bad logo.
Oh, it's a great logo. I love the logo. It's got like the orange and the blue, like two opposites of the color wheel. It's not a combination seen very much before. It's got like the white stuff. It's a really cool logo.
I had a really good. I think I honestly had the best logo out of anybody ever, and I really want to find it. It was such an amazing logo. I don't think anything beats it. It was just the best.
I found a better TG Media.
It was the Ovalgoatkid quality logo. You know you're doing something good.
Yeah, didn't you make like a banner too when we had the banner contest? That was like,
oh yeah.
I remember. I can't remember what your submission was, but I remember it being beautiful.
I like making things purposely shitty. It's very fun.
Anyway, on to the next question. 1.16, of course, is gone. So, have you played much of 1.17? What have you been doing on the server now, if you've been playing at all?
On 1.17, what did I do? Oh, the stack. I joined the stack. That's still the best town.
This is a very nice town.
It's a great town. An interesting concept. I like the. Sorry.
The SWAT team's arriving.
Yeah. Should not have leaked this Panera Bread because.
Yeah.
So, I joined the stack. I started an Eiffel Tower build, and I never finished it. And that's it. I haven't really done much on 1.17. I kind of said I would, and I have actually. I have a parody that I plan to release, but I only have lyrics right now, and it's hip hop. It's hip hop. And
the thing is, we should probably ask the next question. First of all, Slurpy, what was the next question?
Do you have any I was about to say future plans. Future plans on TG.
Parodies. Probably do one. I want to do one. I think it would go over well. Do you think it would go over?
Oh, it'd go over great.
So, familiar with the artist from Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah, because I've made like very few like way more shitposty things like and like just snippets before on the Reddit, and those have been well received. So if someone who like actually like does professional stuff like more professional stuff like you do, then it'd definitely go over well.
Yeah, ME6 is not posting Reddit stuff because I've forgotten all of these parodies for some reason, and I need to get them back again so I can do that stuff. So I put them like on TG Media, hopefully work on some of that. But yeah, there's been a lot of like moves to do new music. Like with what was it, ACTG or TGDC? Yeah, TGDC. Like there was a big thing for that, and like people have always been trying to make music, but it's never really come out. Besides like Blue Spectator, of course, making all those amazing pieces.
Blue Spectator. I'd like to talk about him. He's in the call. He's so dope. But yeah, plans on TG. I have are familiar with the artist from Mix-a-Lot. He wrote. How big he got that? Very, very, very good hip hop artist. This is not a parody of his work. This is original. But I got the inspiration to do this from listening to the song Hypzee. And I think the lyrics are really strong. I think they're funny. Honestly, I would like to release it. I have been procrastinating.
Sing it for us.
No,
You sing the entire thing right now.
I will not.
That's quite sad.
I have a slight snippet of the instrumental that I made with using this guy.
Baseball cap? I didn't know they could make music. A mouse? I didn't know they could make music.
I hate you. So I have a little bit of this instrumental. Do you want me to like sample that here?
I don't know if you can play that on the recording, but if you can, sure.
I don't think I can. But I'm going to open it anyway.
All right. Well, we'll see if it works.
Yeah, we'll see. So open. There we go here. Ooh, yeah. I'll share my screen first. Do not dox me.
Already doxed yourself
Okay.
once today. Don't do it again.
This is my. This is this.
That certainly is music.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Nope.
Oh.
It's not. It's not supposed to play anything. Oh wait. Perfect.
If this works, we'll have like an exclusive and like a reason for people to watch the podcast. We have an
Yeah,
exclusive
yeah.
Famskiis snippet of a song.
Oh. Be like
Dude.
big news.
This is annoying.
This is so sad.
I don't think it'll work because I'm on a call right now and that makes it weird.
Yeah.
But basically, if you want to like discern what this would sound like just by looking at it, if you're able to do that, then, yeah, do that.
For this is a snippet of the new Famskiis songs for only people that are musically inclined.
Yeah.
People can read visuals of music. This is for you.
No.
Actually, I can.
Can you?
Shoot.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You touch
just-
yourself again.
You can just screenshot it and figure out what it is.
This
Wait, I can't see it. Where is it?
I hit it.
good. That's a good idea.
It's gone.
Please censor this. 50.
See, yeah, CFDL, like we have like so many visual things for people to look at, but don't show any of it.
I really hope
This
that did
gonna-
not show.
This is gonna be more censored than what's it called? The SCP files thing where they censor literally every word except 3.
That's it.
There's, I mean, you say SCP.
CFDL, if you would please, I entrust you with those lyrics.
Wait,
You
I
say,
will release them one day because now I feel like I have to because they're gonna be released anyway. So
can't see it.
expect music.
Very
anyway.
cool. Also, that last question was the end of my questions that I prepared. The rest of these are all users submitted. I cannot confirm their quality.
Okay.
Most of these are going to be either really insightful or incredibly stupid.
I'm down.
Who is the next question? Oval? I think it was Oval. Oval, you have the
Okay,
next question.
So I wanted to know because
Mhm.
NAR claims he's not a robot, but I really have a suspicion. I think he's a robot. Like, just I was sneaking into his house and stalking him, and I saw a lot of batteries. Just saying.
Actually, so here's my theory. Actually, I don't want to dox him. Never mind. Because it pertains to that information I found. Okay. Oh, I
Cannot
think he's a
confirm.
robot. I believe that he is a robot.
That would
I will
be.
not explain my reasoning.
Will not.
Also, follow-up question, because I forgot to write this one down, and it popped into my mind. Do you think so? Like a lot of people say, like Sprout is a fascist.
He is.
Is he? Okay. That's what I asked.
Yeah.
Sprout is a fascist.
Yeah, very
Pretty.
raced.
That's all I had to say.
Did Kel you with the next question?
No. Do it. You can.
Who's got the next question?
You do. You have the next
Oh my
question.
god. So, Famskiis, how'd you learn to make music? You're very good at it. How'd you learn it?
No, I'm not. I find MIDIs online and then I put Block Studio.
Eat my
What I
ass.
do.
How'd you learn it?
Okay. So I was born at a young age.
How young?
So moving.
So basically,
I'm gonna click the button. Beep. It's the
I use a Mac.
Ew.
Can't believe you.
Noteblock Studio is a Windows-only service, so I found out how to use Wine to run Noteblock Studio. Just started doing that. That was the hardest part in my music making journey. Actually, so do you remember when I put in announcements that I covered arrangement cast over this?
Mm-hmm.
I was with me and my friends, and I was like, guys, guy I know online, and Blue Spectre, I'm referring to you, guy I know online, just made a dope song, and I show it to my friend, who's like a very big classical music fan, and no, it's not. That's the cat. So I show it to my friend, and he's like, "Yo, we should do this because we have a low band thing in real life. We rehearse in an old alley, and like a back alley in our downtown area, and we call it the Alley Boys, and it's just dudes. None of us really actually know how to play our instruments, other than the guy in the back. That's our composer friend who plays the accordion, and three of us play melodicas, which is a keyboard keys that you blow into. You can see me playing that, or my buddy playing those. Makes a cool sound. Got a guitarist and tongue drum, and we did this. We did Blue Spectator's Raincast. We rehearsed that for like a couple hours in our alley on our let's have a fire escape, and then played it for people. And a lot of people enjoyed it. We all kind of love that song, the TG Media thing, and I didn't really ever explain the song to them, but we enjoy it. So, The Spectator, you are dope, and yeah, we all know how to play the song now, and that's the most serious music I've done, if you don't count theater, which I sing. I'm a stage singer.
Nice.
Sing for us.
Can you sing now? Can you sing like an entire piece?
If you
Can
sing right now,
You said you're in the theater. Can you just recite the entirety of Shakespeare's Soliloquy right here from memory?
Hold on, maybe.
if you sing right
love
now,
it.
I will give you the world's ugliest NFT of a. Oh wait, no, that's all of them. Crap.
Funny one.
If you recite Shakespeare's Soliloquy, I will give you a Lazy Lion
I
NFT.
might be able to.
Oh shit, he's motivated.
Motivated. The
I have
NFT.
one. Listen, earlier this year, I was in production of Midsummer Night's Dream. I played Demetrius. I had a monologue in Soliloquy. I can't remember it now.
I was also in a Shakespeare play earlier this year. I was in a Tempest.
I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, that's not from memory. If you do this, you're not getting the NFT.
I need to, okay, let me get the first couple words. Is that allowed?
I'm not giving you an NFT either way, but yeah. I don't have the money to buy one.
Okay. My lord, fair Helen told me of their self, of this their purpose hither. And I, in fury, hither followed them. Fair Helen, fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now. As a remembrance of an idle god that a child dote upon. Yeah, I don't. That's all. That's all I
No,
can
watch
remember.
Watch this. I'm gonna recite one.
Okay.
To be or not.
Shut up.
be.
Shut up.
That's the question.
Is this
There you go.
Shakespeare
Hey,
gatekeeping?
Give me my money. Give me my money.
This
But yeah,
is.
I was in Shakespeare play earlier this year. I don't remember my monologue.
That's quite sad.
If SlurpyCast ever becomes a thing, I'm gonna recite a Shakespeare soliloquy.
You better. I'll be sure.
Yeah. Speaking of theater, I would like to plug. Nobody will see this because no one knows me in real life, but I am playing Charlie Brown in the Charlie Brown right now. We just got off 2 shows today.
Hey, I'll be sure to buy tickets.
Please, if you buy tickets, you literally can and not show up. You're supporting it. So,
yeah, you've already doxed yourself on this podcast. I should be able to find that within 30 minutes.
Do you guys want my Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They're like cool. So
Please do not comment on my stuff. I'm gonna remove them. I don't want that.
Wait, shit. I got it. Wait, where the fuck is my Instagram?
I don't know your Instagram, but I don't own your Instagram. I don't follow you anywhere, but I will get an Instagram account just to comment on every single one of your posts. And all of them will be links to this podcast.
You mean just like comment in general or no TG comments? It's like, what if we just comment like?
Because Nick Soul comments stuff, but he acts like a guy. Don't do TG comments. It's like nobody. There are a lot of people on TGN who have shared their Instagram, and it's annoying all of us to get TG comments, so we delete them. It's kind of a thing. So don't do that. But
yeah,
just DM it to some people.
I already put it in no mic.
Oh.
I thought it was in general, and now I'm looking at Slurpy. He shared our anime, the other TG media channel, and I hate them. And now I'm just enraged.
Am I getting any new followers?
Yeah, any new followers?
What I do?
You shared the other TG media account.
Look in no mic. In the channel no mic.
We don't speak of the other TG media.
Oh yeah, the other TG media.
Yes, I got 1 follower. 1 follower so far.
Wait, how do I? Okay, here we go.
The clout is coming in.
The clout is coming in. It is.
I intensely enjoyed the very first Instagram image you see.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah. The Halloween costume. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to look at all your photos and take landmarks and find out exactly where you live. Here we go.
Yeah, so you can drive into the play.
You drive to the play. I don't know how to drive. I can't drive. I'm legally not allowed to drive.
I have my location is disclosed on my Instagram, but honestly, I don't care.
It's not like I can drive there.
I'm gonna delete this now.
Okay, cool.
So only people that are present in this podcast right now have access.
Yeah, this
CDL, edit it out.
You see it, yeah, this whole portion out. This is the reason why you listen to TG Podcast. Why you should go with all of these. Now you can't follow Famskiis on Instagram.
Yeah. The people that follow me.
You can follow him at.
The people that have followed me in this podcast. The people that have not listened to this, that are not here live, cannot. Edit this out, CFTO. Next question.
Okay, who's the next question? I think that's Tit. Tit, you have the next question. No, wait, no. He asked the last question. Never mind, you don't have the next question, Tit. I have the next question. What got you into design work, and how did you get good at it?
Ooh, I like that. You guys want to see my portfolio?
You just showed you
one?
Yeah, I'll be back really quick. I gotta go pee.
This is, once again, this is going to be awful for audio listeners.
Yeah.
None of the visual cues are gonna ever show up.
Okay, I'll stream it anyway. So,
I'm gonna explain what's happening on screen.
Yeah, let's talk about this again. We're just gonna the assisted audio thing where they just discuss everything.
Is it on streaming?
He's streaming.
Do not read this.
He's got a design report. Oh,
you cannot read. That's good. I never learned how to read.
Don't read what's on the screen.
Okay.
Basically,
graphic design.
This is my personal work. So this is stuff I do. This is a Macintosh ad. Modern snowball illustration. Such a good microphone.
You could point a gun to my head, and I would not be able to tell you what microphone I'm currently using right now. I have no idea. It looks cool, but I don't know what it is. It's
a design I did for a pair of shoes.
Decent.
I own, and it is my phone wallpaper.
Wait a minute. Did that say personal design for a pair of shoes? Where do you see shoes in that?
No, I put it on a pair of shoes.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know you could do them.
This
I
is
just thought you.
this is for some shows I did. I paid for. There's
Gee.
project, school project. This was gonna be a professional. They never paid. There's some Ascendancy stuff, professional work.
That scares me. That in your real portfolio you have TGN.
Yeah, I do.
The building's going down again.
Yeah.
You want it?
This stuff.
That's a very threatening image. I am terrified by that. Yeah. Like
It's a
it
mug.
feels like if I don't buy that mug is going to like hit me over the head of the mug and kill me.
Better buy it. It's a nice mug.
The mug's gonna
This
mug
was
me, man.
I was
This
gonna
was
buy the
first
sticker.
merch.
I was gonna
Yeah.
buy the sticker. I really like the sticker, and then my laptop broke. Like it didn't break, but it didn't want me anymore. It started shocking when I tried to use it. So
Every
yeah,
single time anyone mentions a
Maybe we'll
laptop
sign.
breaking, I immediately think the Ziesel pouring water on his laptop. And
Oh no! Didn't Raven make a drawing of that?
Oh yeah, he drew like Ziesel in like a maid outfit, like with a maid. It's horrifying.
This was merch that never happened.
Mm.
This is also merch that never happened.
Ooh.
This is a announcement for 18 that never happened. I love this. I think it should have happened. Look at this.
It certainly
Ooh.
is an image.
Design for the Netgator. This is some merch that never happened.
That's really good.
Lots of merch never happened.
I like that one on the right. I'd buy that.
I like this one, yeah. This is merch that happened. This is a logo for the Ascendancy collection. This is a draft for the Ascendancy sticker. This updated. This is
you guys are really good.
Yeah, I did design work later Gumball. So this is this thing.
Time to leave before you somehow manage to dox yourself for the 5th time on this podcast.
We'll see. Tune in next time.
Tune in next time. Famskiis has to do the doxing.
Yeah. All right. So I hope that answers. Oh, how did I never answered?
Yeah, you didn't answer the question at all.
No. So basically, I got Photoshop one time to like friends, and I just enjoyed Photoshop, so I did it, and then I did most of my design work in Photoshop years, and last year, 2020, I said, okay, Photoshop is for photo editing, retouching, for design. Illustrator is what I need to learn, and it just looked intimidating. So for 2020, I was home, so I took a 60-hour course in Illustrator, and everything there is to know about it. I did all of that, and that's how I. And then my family, my mother, his father, 4 down. I'm the 4th designer. And then his father was a sign painter. Or design was a painted signs.
Just want to point out right now, you are cutting out like a considerable amount. Like I think you're just not talking at all right now. I can't hear a word you're saying.
You just
Okay,
mouthing.
I'll talk louder. I
Yeah,
apologize.
because I think you're so quiet that the mics just like stop picking you up at all. That it's just like that you're not loud enough.
All right, is this better?
Yeah, right now it sounds better. I mean, you are speaking. I can hear you speaking. You aren't like it's just not just complete silence.
Okay, good. Next question then.
All right, who's next? I think that is it. Oval? Is it Tip? Who is it?
I think
I think it's me.
I think okay. Then it's Slurpy. Slurpy, you go. You answer the next question. Working.
All right. How do you feel about the current state of the server, community, etc., TG related? How would you compare TG 1.17 to previous iterations or even TGN?
I won't compare previous iterations because I'll compare general TG to general TG. And that if you I don't know the difference between the TGN or TG iterations. Maybe you do. Basically, in my opinion, in TGN I actually lobbied, like advocated. No PvP or for a PvP toggle. Wanted a PvP toggle. It was a good idea. Because I thought I was on the team. Don't be toxic towards new players. Don't be toxic. I mean, keep them playing. And I thought a PvP toggle was a good idea. Good idea to do that. So PvP players
PP poo poo.
could PvP players could PvP poo each other, and then non PvPers could just do whatever. The thing is, though, now that it's been put into action, TG sucks. It's a really bad idea, in my opinion. Sucks. Not as interesting. Nothing is as interesting because you can always just turn. So I think that's the main difference, and I think that's, in my opinion, TG like I just don't care much as
Okay, yeah, it's not you. It's definitely the mic. Because yeah, like half of what you're saying is just not picking up at all. It's just complete silence.
Okay, I've moved the mic. How about this?
That's still the same thing. Just cutting out, cutting in. It's quite sad.
It's a weird mic. You just kind of
Do you
got
want
to
me to
deal with
switch? Do you want me to switch to the mic? Let's try switching to the mic on here.
That might work.
it. I mean, yeah, I don't
Do
know.
I have to repeat what I've been? Oh,
No.
This mic hasn't been being used at all. No way.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I was like,
Explains.
you just said like this is such a great microphone, but it sounds awful.
How do I sound?
Oh, you sound so
Oh my
much
God,
better.
so much better.
That is such a. We've been doing this for 2 hours.
Hey, talk.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my
wait. Wait, you're cutting out a little bit.
Okay. How do I sound? How do I sound?
Jesus, right there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. You sound like you said. Okay.
Famskiis microphone glow up.
I will say you do sound like a completely different person. It's just like a
Do I
180
really?
change. Yes. That
Oh my
what
God.
microphone are you using?
I was using the one on my headphone. Dude.
What the fuck?
2 hours has been going on.
Okay, we recorded
Well
a podcast.
said.
All of this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll bring that on the question. It's been what 2 hours? We can do that. We can do that again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I sound better. God damn.
Okay.
We all have to do cow jokes all over again.
We had
Hello,
retell
sir. Welcome
cow
to-
jokes.
No.
Okay, titanium cow. We gotta re-record. Can you tell us cow
Glad
jokes
I-
again?
Glad I sound
Yeah,
better.
Oh, please.
What was I?
Are we
what was I talking
re-recording?
about? What was I talking about before?
PvP toggle.
We were talking
Yes.
about how
PvP toggle.
PvP mode
How
bad.
great I am. You know,
PvP
how
toggle is bad.
amazing.
So PvP toggle makes the server less interesting. Wars have no consequences because you can just turn PvP off. And the biggest, like, the meme wars, which are stupid.
I think I got my own opinions on this, but I won't talk about it.
Meme wars are fine. Like, meme wars are the only option where there's no PvP. PvP is a necessity to keep server activity because it keeps people invested in things. And the loss of playership that happens from like people losing their stuff is far less than the loss of playership from people just not being. There has to be mandatory PvP on, in my opinion.
You have it so if, I don't know, just employ some like insane mod that it's like if a war is happening, you can't turn PvP off. Just like make an insane whole thing like faction thing.
TGE too.
I had this idea, and it's like you only can have maybe like you have PvP toggle on for about maybe maybe like a certain amount of time, you can have the choice to have your PvP on or off. So like maybe after joining, you have it on for a while, and then it just automatically turns off. And you can't turn it back on again. I think it's time to get settled in.
Yeah, give it like 3 days or something where it's off.
Yes, this is a good idea.
Like that.
I believe TGN had something like this. It was
Yeah,
good.
they had that in early 1.15.
They did that in 1.15. I do remember that. That's a thing that I was not there for, but I do have memory of it.
Yeah.
It's a fact I
So
know.
this is like
Yeah, it was
a
either TGN or
general
TGN.
question, like not even like anything really. What is there a rule about like pet killings?
There's not. I know this because Titcow has killed several of my pets
Yeah.
over and over and
He
over
has
again.
bragged on the subreddit. Everyone
How
has.
is that?
What? It's like half the posts in the subreddit is just I killed this person's dog. Lol.
My
Okay.
Enderman died.
Isn't there a question that reads, "You ever toxic?"
That is a question. That is
Yeah.
a user submitted one. Yes.
Expect me to go through the topic of pet killings because I have done that.
How often?
I will, and I plan
Okay.
to go.
All right.
over
Well, we'll get
that.
to that later because that's
Yeah.
we only have like a dozen questions left and we're not there yet. Who is the next question? I keep forgetting. It's Oval.
I don't
Yeah.
think it matters.
It does matter because if we do it if we mess it up and we just have like one person talking the whole time, then it's gonna be upset and then there's gonna be issues and internal conflict. And we've had that on the TG media before. Like this is one podcast that we had to cancel halfway. You know what? I won't get into it. That's a lot of drama. So, not the time nor the place.
Eat my
But
fucking ass,
I'll say that
Submadoge.
there have been issues revolving around the issue.
You're an issue, bro.
What's the next
He's
question?
involved in a
What's the
crime.
next question.
Oval, you have the next question.
Which one do I pick? Are we going like a row? I thought we're not going down a row, right? Because yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because you guys are asking the questions, and like there's the sequence of the questions, but I realize we're not going in a row now, so I guess I just pick one, right?
You mean Oh no, okay, you just kind of cut in and ask whatever you want to, and it's up to you.
Okay. So I guess I'm kind of interested in this one because I never heard about it. You said that you had done some live performances of the Yeetles. How did they go?
There was one. Is this?
You are cutting out a little bit still. You sound better, but you are still cutting out.
Let me see if the mic is still working.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the one live, you can hear it. It's on free. It's the track called "Free Bubby" on Relevant album. That's the live performance we punched no blocks in real time. It was fun.
Okay, so like live performances, nothing like concerts or anything.
No concerts. We wanted to do those, but there were not really stages. I would like TG to build stages so I can do concerts.
There have
Can I
been
pee
some
again?
stages.
I'm like really itching to pee. Can I go pee?
Break time again. CFDL. This is where you put the
Again.
hold music on. I was gonna talk about stages on TG.
Now it's where you put on Pulse Demon as the hold music.
Yeah, Pulse Demon. Can we get that on? I love Pulse Demon. It's just awful, horrific sounds for
What
like
do you mean?
8 hours.
It helps me relax.
I don't know how you listen to it, and there's no way you could put Pulse Demon and Relax in the same sentence.
Okay, so let me explain for you. So Pulse Demon, it's like noise music, you know? Like it's like listening to an oscillating fan while sleeping.
There's a big difference between an oscillating fan and Pulse Demon. Because
No,
for the people
no.
listening to the cast right now that don't know what Pulse Demon is, imagine you're standing in front of a piano, and then you take like a 2x4 and just start destroying the piano, and that's what Pulse Demon sounds like.
Oh, we'll try that out.
Okay, since Famskiis is gone, I'm gonna get on Spotify. I'm gonna turn off noise suppression. Okay, I turn off noise suppression. I'm gonna play some Pulse Demon for you guys.
Some Mongolian throat singing.
It's a whole album. The one I like the most is Yellow Hyperballs.
Can we fucking mute Tit, please?
The hell?
We're listening to
Can we
Pulp Demon. That's gonna be the
Dude.
hold music. It's great.
Ooh.
Anyway.
It's the new TG intro music.
Anyway, yeah, we
And I
have
thought-
had stages on TG because there was one event I can remember where we had to use a stage because Astral built a 1-to-1 scale model of a high school on 1.16, and they had a stage for that, and we used the stage for a video you can see on TG Media, the Swag Awards, where we had an award show at the end of 1.16 during the 5-hour, and that was great. I won an award on that show and then fell in the end and lost it.
I would like to do a stage performance.
There's also a thing because we had the TG Media building. We're making the building a lot of stuff in it, but it's mostly empty space right now. We were thinking of putting a stage in there, so
There's
maybe
a music floor in there, isn't there?
there is a music floor.
I
for
would
like
like to suggest a change, or maybe make one myself, of actual no block pianos. There are different designs for no block pianos, but I would like the one I'm used to.
right now the TG Media building has like 8 floors of just space. It's got nothing there, so you can design.
I would like some pianos.
Yeah, you can design whatever you want to, and I'll get it in there. Anyways,
Awesome.
on to the next question. Who asked the last question? Oh, Ted is the next question. Titaniumcow, what would you like?
Okay.
to ask?
Oh.
Alright. How did the production of the song We Were Never Toxic go? Was it fun?
You sure didn't already answer this question?
We
Oh,
covered
shit.
this, but hey,
Oh,
no.
fuck.
Well, okay,
Um,
no. It's not in that way, Tit. Not in that way. You didn't fuck up it. So
It's not. It's Demise. We'll blame
yeah.
Demise. It's not my fault. It's Demise's fault.
Yeah, fuck him.
It's not a bad question. It's not a bad
Guys, I
question
hear
at all.
scratching at my walls. Oh my god.
Basically, we were
Oh,
never
no worries,
talking
dude. Sorry.
production. Lyrics was the most fun part of it, I guess. Already covered this. Let's do. Sorry, Demise.
All right. Sorry, Demise. Next question. Tick, you can ask the next one. Your last question, it wasn't answered. You can ask another one.
Next question asked by Sigma Turbine. How much of your family knows how to ski? Me, myself, being non-Norwegian, I'm also, I also want to know this.
So, funny story.
Yeah.
I've never skied. But
What the fuck?
This is
What
slander.
What the
I
fuck?
can't believe this.
What the
But-
fuck?
Dude,
can
What
I
the
tell
fuck?
you something funny?
Okay, I'll allow it.
I
You
think
have one
you're gonna find
chance.
I think you're gonna find something a lot of funny coincidences. Earlier this year, February 2021, I was in a show. It was the Beatles. It was called the Beatles Review. We performed Beatles songs. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I actually had a solo. I performed for the benefit of Mr. Kite, and everyone did dances behind me. It was fun. Anyway, that show was the reason that I could not go to my family's first skiing trip. The rest of my family went. My family knows how to ski. I don't.
Well, that's good because the fam can still ski. The fam skis, but you don't
Oh,
ski.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm
So-
the only person in my family who cannot ski.
Okay, but the fam still skis.
Yes.
Okay, so it works. It's fine.
Fucking hate skiing. Don't take this wrong, but I hate skiing. I
Oh,
mean,
I've never
So I'm
skied.
from the south. I'm from the south of the United
You
States.
sound like you would hate
We
skiing.
don't get.
I really do. I really hate skiing. I'm not a person who cries a lot, but whenever I end up skiing, I somehow end up just absolutely not crying, but like just hatred.
Well, maybe because
Hatred.
you suck at skiing, you fucking Yankee.
I do suck at skiing, but I don't know how to get better because you get the two sticks and you're trying to walk, and it doesn't work when you're on 2 sticks. You're just 2 big sticks. Feet are the certain size for a reason. I love feet, that's why, because
Yeah.
fuck.
Fam
Yeah.
just keeps looking behind them, and I'm certain that there's a SWAT team out there to get them. to like
Me?
pick him up.
Pointing a gun to his head.
You keep looking behind you. I mean, is there a SWAT team?
It's just.
I don't like that. I don't like that laugh.
Okay, give a thumbs up if you're being held captive. You blink twice if you're being held captive.
That was 3 times. Ignore him. That was 3 times.
Okay.
Ignore him.
Ignore
I'm being
him.
held captive. Ignore
Yep.
him. Ignore him.
Math.
Kill you.
All right. Next question. Were you ever toxic?
Yeah. So yes. I backtracking to the beginning of this.
Cutting out a lot. Cannot hear a thing you're saying.
Yeah. It was like the biggest mic cut of the night.
There you go. Not saying that yet.
So basically, in Newmaker,
Yeah. As soon as you moved away, you just stopped. It cut out again.
can you hear me now, dude?
I can hear you
do-
now. Okay, but like you say a sentence, and then as soon as like the last word, it's just silence.
So stupid. Okay.
So were you ever toxic?
So, Foundation had a raid. There's an article on this actually.
An article? The New York Times? Foundation raid?
Teenagers.
Dead Bush. Rockets in sales.
The New York Times should cover TG events.
Yes, here we go. Okay,
We should
so
have me as the writer.
Amnesiac Foundation War. This is when I was toxic. One time, my first war, my only war.
Wait, you said
That
you were
I
involved in
waged.
wait a minute. Like, earlier in this podcast, you said you were involved in multiple wars.
I
Weren't you going to talk about pet killings?
Well, there was also one on Ridge City, but that we all like were iron gear and we were scared off, so I don't count that one. But this is one war, and then like different battles. But this is one. So there's Amnesiac and Foundation, and we got the guys together. We did I forget why, but like we didn't like in Rainbows. He had some like so. In Rainbows was the head of state of Amnesiac, and I was the head of state of Foundation. I had waged that war, and we. First thing we did was we went to Amnesiac, raided his house. His house was a villager place, whatever that's called, mansion, and we raided that. We found like an entrance, like in a broken window or something, and yeah, a hole in the side of the house, and we all 6 of us. It was Epic Guy, me, Communist, Copperwing, Septimus DN, and Rex. We all went in. We just spawn killed him. We spawn killed him to hell, and it was funny. It was so funny. And one of us accidentally killed his dog. So that was Communist who killed his dog, and Rainbows got like really mad. I don't think the dog was even named, but like he got really mad. Or maybe he just pretended to get mad because we wanted Communist banned. So Communist got banned for days. And then later we went back to like a little home base that we built just outside of the Amnesiac city. And it was just a little base. And we just started throwing insults at Rainbows and Rainbows, throwing them back. And all of us, other than Communist because he was banned, were muted for an hour for our toxic slander. And Epic was actually muted for 12 hours and then banned because he evaded. And it was hilarious. It was so funny. Yeah, that had to be the time I was toxic.
One time.
Only
once.
Is that like so? Nowadays, where do you stand on pet murder?
Pet murder. If the pet's named, it's a bad thing. If the pet's not named, it's fine.
You know what? That's not a bad take.
Yeah. Pet naming indicates connection, emotional connection to the pet. If you didn't name it, did you really care? Probably not.
Well, maybe you didn't find like a name tag. Those things are rare.
I guess.
Anyways,
I
Oval,
think
the next
it's
question.
my turn.
Is it? No, you just said last question. So, all right.
Did? Oh yeah. Wait, did I?
Did you? I love gas. Is this gaslighting? I don't know what's true or not.
Gaslighting.
I'll
carbon.
say TG Media officially endorses gaslighting.
Can I
You need some
select
gaslighting. Get some carbon monoxide gas in your house. Oh,
Gas.
This is the fourth worst bit on this podcast so far.
Funny one.
No, okay. Now it's now the second worst.
You know what? Titaniumcow, you get the next question.
I'll go smooth. So Famskiis, I was wondering, what's your favorite town on TG like right now?
It's the stack, obviously, whose favorite town is
Based.
What was
the
it?
real here.
Based on
Stack.
stack build.
I love their like the giant like golden Pokemon that they have in the stack. That's really cool. It's not done yet.
Yeah.
The stack is a great town.
I've never seen it.
It's just
I
north
really
of
need to go
Prosperity.
exploring.
It's in render distance of Easy Island, which is personally one of my favorite locations on the service. Easy Island.
You also didn't tell me what Easy Island is. I have not
Islands?
left the West Highway in like every time I played.
Yeah, the stack is like a bunch of different like stuff shoved together on like one tree, and
It's
it's
so
beautiful.
funny.
It's really fun.
My house is on there.
Yeah, it's got like a moon there. You've got like this cathedral place. You've got
It's a tree.
it's a tree, but they've stacked so many things on top of each other that you can't see it anymore.
Oh,
It's stacked on top of the one original house, I think.
Is it? Okay. I'm not too like into my stack lore. That's just what it looks like when I visited. But yeah, it's a very nice place.
The stack
great place.
lore. You didn't have to go.
Stack lore.
you did to cut me up. Like,
Go do.
This is the
Let's move on.
fifth word. Yeah.
no, it is not.
All right, we'll go backwards now. Oval, you have the next question. We're switching it up now.
What's your opinion of the current moderation team? Do they do their job better than their TGN equivalents?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I'm sure they're great. For all I know, they're doing great.
They banned me once. I hate every single one of them.
Oh, actually, I don't like Flick.
Flick's
They banned me
gone.
once.
Flick's gone.
Oh.
He's been gone for like a year.
Oh.
He died.
Dildo, fuck him. Fuck Flick. He banned me like 3 times.
Yeah, he banned me too. I like him.
The X-Ray King. Anyway, Slurpy,
Oh, I was gonna say I don't know. I don't really know that much, but from what I've heard, they ain't bad. I mean, Mario Foley and Cheese both seem kind of cool, but
they're very cool.
I remember Mario was
They are Big Brother. They banned me because I built huge dick and balls map art. They are Big Brother.
Okay, so Mario was a mod. I hope you're aware that Mario was a mod.
He's very old.
Yeah. He was a TGN mod, so I remember him. I can talk about him, maybe. Muzak too.
Let's change the question. What are your thoughts on Mario Foley?
Mario Foley. So, based on what he did in TGN, he was fine. I don't know. I don't like. People hated him. He did some. I don't remember what he did, man. Like, I remember. No, I don't. I don't remember anything about Mario Foley. I remember Muzak. Muzak was a great TGN mod, and I'm glad he's the illustrator. Deserves that.
Yeah, music's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mario, I don't remember anything about.
Very sad. Speaking of like old TGN mods, there's been a lot of TGN players coming back to the server and stuff like Turtle and Boyum. Is that how you pronounce names? Turtle Boyum?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he came back for like he was back for like a few months on TG.
He was a decent one.
Yeah. NSA showed up again. He's like a ghost that haunts the server. NSA.
He did?
Yeah, like every like 3 months, he like pops on the server and like only speaks to Muzak and then leaves for like after 20 minutes. It's very weird because he's just on and like everyone just like accepts that because it's weird. I don't know what he does. I don't think he's ever left spawn on TG in like any iteration. He's never left the spawn.
That's very funny. I like him.
Be like a lot of TGN players getting that because like Carrot, he has a house in Prosperity, and in the back there's a garden, and he has a garden of a flower given to him by every single TGN player, and there's a loads of them. There's like Dragon's back, and Dragon's been playing a lot. Dragon AM, not Dragon YT, because apparently there's a Dragon YT that I have never heard of before.
Dragon YT is an Ascendancy staff. Dragon YT is an Ascendancy staff. It's cool.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I had never really heard of him before, but I knew of Dragon AM. So every time I've ever heard of Dragon, I thought it was Dragon AM. But
Dragon. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you can continue. I got nothing important to say.
Dragon YT was my first neighbor. I remember. So he's old. He was a TGNer.
Yeah, because Dragon, like someone named Dragon is brought up a lot in TGN, like on the archive server, because I'm an admin on the TGN archive server apparently now. Apparently I co-own the server now, which is really weird. But like Dragon keeps being brought up, and I'm not sure. I never know who they're referring to. If it's Dragon AM or Dragon YT, and apparently it's always Dragon YT.
In Ascendancy, it's Dragon is Dragon YT.
Okay.
In TG, I would assume it's Dragon AM. But...
Okay. I've been talking too long. Slurpy isn't the last question actually labeled in question for cast.
All right. Maybe talk about TG Earth. He played it for a week before 9 or leaving.
Yeah, I liked it. And it was also Thundersteel from
Major mic cut out.
I liked it. It was fun. It was it stole the thunder from Ascendancy a little bit, but we stole that thunder back, I think. TG Earth died. Later. I played it when I brought my computer over. I will not say another town to see family, and I remember that I joined a town, and this town. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can't hear anything actually. Like yeah, okay, again, you're cutting out a little bit more, so I can try to formulate what you're saying.
Okay, well, I'll speak closer to the mic and louder. There was a town called Politzania.
Oh my god, Politzania.
I loved it. There was a town called Politzania that I joined because Politzania is a reference to a band, Klaatu, that I listen to regularly. A favorite album. Briefly, they are not a well.
Major cutouts.
Okay. They are not a well-known band at all because in 1976 they rose to immense popularity because there was this conspiracy that the band Klaatu was the Beatles in disguise, because they released all their music under just the name Klaatu, and it kind of sounded like the Beatles-ish. After it was discovered that it wasn't the Beatles, all their music was dropped, which sucks because music that people thought the actual Beatles that was good enough to be like Beatles was like forgotten intentionally by the public. So this was an album that nobody listened to because it was after the drop in popularity. And it's best and longest song, the concept album. So like it's in an album. Call it Xenia is where it takes place. And best cover of really any album. But yeah, I recognize that reference, and he's the first reference to the Klaatu ever that I have ever seen, like outside of my own circles. And I thought that was cool as hell. I joined TG Earth, and so I could find that. So you spawn in like Africa, and then I went that it was Hawaii. Someone told all the way to Hawaii, and then I later actually no, it's just actually in Serbia, and they're just helping out someone that ran Tanzania. I asked him, "Hey, I know that band. Can I join?" And it's some rando. It's this rando, but I want to join his town. And so I joined that, and we moved to go back to Serbia, and a little bit, and did for like a week. It was fun, and I liked that server a lot.
It was a nice server.
Then what?
So it was a nice server.
It was a decent server. It was original. It took no effort to make, but dumb fun.
There's a lot of issues with it, especially around like World Police, which is a group from a different Earth based survival server that came over, and they like killed every single faction on the server, and like in like North America, even like with my house, which is just a small tiny house in the middle of Missouri, which had like nothing to do anywhere. They came to my house and burned it to the ground, and then all of them got banned for hacking and doxing.
Good.
And then TG Earth just kind of fell off after that because like everyone like lost everything, and then all the people in charge just died.
They never found mine. My fortune still sits there. My fortune of stolen goods. Really a blessing.
Anyway, the last question that we usually ask on servers, and we can continue this on for however long we want after this, if we want to. But the last question that I'm starting to ask at the end of each podcast is, what do you want the name of this podcast episode to be? We may or may not accept your request. We might name it something weird. Will I? I don't know. I've got some ideas already. Some dumb ideas.
Famskiis cast and why Ovalgoatkid is the best TG player ever. That's just throwing an idea out here, but
Famskiis cast. The fam can ski confirmed.
It's in no mic.
Fam's cast. That's pretty terrible.
It's a great one.
I gotta say, worst title ever.
How?
Famskiis and the
if you go over to like the names of all the podcasts, then none of them feel like that, except from like the very beginning in the VTD era of the TG podcast, and even then it's misspelled.
This is not misspelled.
It's purposely
There's a K there.
It's purposeful.
My name is spelled FAMSK.
We don't accept wordplay on the TG Media Discord server.
We don't like clever jokes here.
You did pod for the whole cast. That was my suggestion. Here, how about
That's my
that?
dog.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I will say, because during the VTD era, VTD was he filmed the fun for the whole Famcast and did all that, and then he just kind of left TG Media, kind of abandoned it for a bit, and then it was just not posted until months later. And there's something that I hated about the YouTube channel because it had your thumbnail on it, which said "Pod for the whole cast," but the title for about I think 7 months was just called Funcast. So the title's called Funcast, but the thumbnail said Pod for the whole cast, and I had to like put in like the wiki that it goes by 2 separate names, and it was horrible. It was awful.
It was upsetting.
It was, and I changed it just recently, so it's fixed now.
Let's do Famscast with the C. I agree. Should have a C.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do
Fams-
something. I'm gonna do something
What-
completely different. And
What
Fams-
do you think? What do you think, Zach?
Famscast and the something about doxing. Something about doxing.
I'm
Podcast.
looking over here. If we go over, pull up on the wiki of the TG podcast, the TG server wiki created by Google. We go over the TG.
Just name
podcast.
just name it an ID an IP.
Because it's just name it an IP.
Wait, I
Because-
have an idea.
What is it?
Hold on. Keep talking. I'm gonna make this.
But yeah, if I'm looking over here, actually, let me turn off Minecraft. I haven't used Minecraft in this entire time. But in the last few podcasts we've done, up till like Ancient Cast, no, until like even Murdoch Cast, we've done a new formula of writing things where it's the player plus something. So like the last one is Son of Demise. So we had Demise and how he became his own father. We have VTD and the idiots who can't record a podcast, Submadoge and the flying squirrel typhus epidemic of 1847. Ovalgoatkid and the sussy imposters, Ancient Blade by Maryland, the worst states.
Bosnian Flu?
Of
Yeah,
course, Ovalgoats is the freaking up. Of course, the Among Us reference is Ovalgoats.
We got Lousy and the perfect chicken tender consistency. And finally, we have Murdoch and the communist cicadas. So
Yeah,
it's
I
got
kinda
that
shut my
same
mouth.
formula of player name plus whatever happened in that episode to tell people what they're getting into. So like Famcast would just completely ruin the entire vibe, and it would be quite terrible. I would
just do
say.
Famcast, and this is my suggestion.
I'm going.
Famskiis and oh god, the FBI are outside my house.
Oh yeah, we could do that with like the tech thing because I know you don't watch the TG podcast. But in like the last thumbnail, Tekna is like standing behind Ziesel in a window, and it looks like he's about to stab him. We could introduce that with the FBI thing. I think in this podcast, Tekna may attempt to kill you or one of the hosts, and that's quite threatening to think about now. Could be something related to that. I don't know. Whatever we choose.
We should have my dog. My dog's up here, panting really heavily. Just what they
Famskiis and the stack.
This is okay. This is my suggestion.
Yes.
What?
Quite like. You know what? Well, we'll say that's the title. We're gonna do that one.
Yeah. There you go.
We'll get Tekna on that. It's a 3D. Those exact coordinates. It's gonna be off.
Hold on. I'm gonna get better coordinates if we're gonna do this.
Better coordinates.
Because that's just a Domino's in Kansas.
That's the top of those. Actually, instead of Craig, just to make sure we can get this recording done. In case Craig manages to do something bad. Where's Craig? No, the Craig's in bot commands, not no mic.
Your mother.
God, he's nuts. Got him.
Where's Craig? Craig. Okay, there.
Yeah,
we
there
go.
you go.
So, I now have the kill command for this podcast.
Well,
kill.
What
all
coordinates
hosts
are you
of
looking
GFI.
up? What are the coordinates that you want after this episode? I just realized we've been doing this for 2.5 hours. This is the longest podcast by a long shot. Like, by far.
It's 4 a.m. for me.
This is great.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't mind. My sleep schedule is fucked.
This is awful. I'm sorry, Tit, for scheduling it this way.
I don't care.
Okay, no, Mike.
I'm in though, Mike. That's a great address.
Okay. I'm getting closer to one. I'm getting a good one.
Closer to the coordinates.
Okay, here we go. And
So Famskiis, ready for Alligator Monday?
Are you ready for Alligator Monday?
The fuck is Alligator Monday?
You better be ready.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Alligator Monday, 5 days left in parentheses.
What's Alligator Monday? What is this?
You gotta
What
be
is this
ready for
concept?
Alligator Monday.
Gotta be ready, man.
What is it? What is
You gotta be ready.
Are you
Be
ready?
ready for it, or
Are you
you'll be
ready?
sorry.
I
Are you
live in
ready?
Florida. Should I be worried?
Are you ready?
There's a lot of alligators down here. I don't know if this is an alligator uprising. I think
Are you
there's a
ready?
swamp near me with a shit ton of alligators. Should I be
There's
worried?
actually what?
Famskiis, what are your thoughts on the state of Florida?
I've been there a couple times. It's fine. It's hot and evil.
Famskiis, do you regret campaigning for 4 people on this podcast?
Campaign.
What are your thoughts on the Big Fork?
Okay. This is the final. This is my final. It's on the coordinate. Idea.
What are those coordinates still?
Let's see.
Okay, that's threatening.
Damn, these coordinates about to make me act up.
Zam. Also,
That's the 6th worst bit on this podcast.
working on a name said the virgin alligator versus the Chad crocodiles, and this is honestly, I don't even know how to react to that. This is clearly just, my mind is blown by the sheer stupidity of this. Okay, alligators are clearly the more superior out of the two. Okay.
Also, I just want to butt in for a second. As we are getting close to the end of the podcast, if there's anyone in the audience that has any last final questions that they'd like to ask the wonderful Famskiis, you can put it in the mic.
Do it. Also, has anyone found the coordinates?
I have not looked them up yet because I'm working on a laptop and I don't use a laptop, and I'm afraid if I look anything up, it's going to explode.
Gotcha. Ascendancy.
Why did you link the Rogers Executive Airport?
It's not the Rogers Executive Airport. I'm sorry.
God damn it, my fucking latitude longitude thing is brokey.
Roger, we
Did not match any documents. What do you mean it didn't match any documents?
Who is Roger? Who is he?
Roger's coming.
He's an
He'll be
airport.
Oh my god, guys. Robert.
Robert?
Working name. I want to answer that question. Ascendancy 2 is not coming. However, the team is working on things that are expected to come soon.
Oh my gosh.
Big news on the TG podcast.
New game stuff. You like it?
Gaming. I thought gaming just in general was canceled. Gaming was canceled. I believe that was you that said that. Let me check.
There's one question I was asked the titaniumcow product. Did you ever play anything on Roblox?
Did I? What?
I'll take that as a no.
Has anybody found the coordinates yet?
I'm looking up the coordinates. I'm trying, Famskiis. It's not working for me.
Oh no. Okay, I accidentally I put it into the thing and it was searching and it says, "Hey, can we know your address?" And I said, "Sure." And I didn't realize, and then it put the address on the map, and I didn't realize that that's what it was doing. I was like, "Why the fuck does Famskiis have my address?"
I'm at.
And it was even scarier because we live because I saw it as it's. Well, I don't know if I should be saying this, but I live within 2 hours of Famskiis.
Well,
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Are you
I'm
in North
looking at.
Carolina?
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Fancy.
Wait
I
a
am.
minute. Okay.
I didn't really want to say it on the podcast. So I like saw. I was like on his Insta. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And I said,
Is that
Hey,
Madison Square
CFTL,
Garden?
can you edit that out? Like that down. I
"Oh,
don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
just
CFTL is a lot
I
of
don't,
work
no,
this
I don't care.
episode.
In here, I don't care what is said, just for the recording. Edit that out.
Yeah.
All right. So is it Madison Square Garden? Is that the place where the coordinates are?
No.
The
It's
Flatiron Building?
Building.
Is this like a game? Should I be playing this? Or-
who is Madison?
Uh,
We see. Yeah.
Alright, so CFTL has to
Oh.
listen to this entire thing and make sure to get rid of like everything that is ever said to be get rid of. This is gonna take forever to get out.
I think you're about to get rid of.
I am going to get rid of.
It's just so confusing.
I have a terrible headache after doing this.
Finding these.
You are gonna be cremated.
Sexy.
We weren't supposed to eat with our teeth.
Yeah,
The entire and if we continue this podcast any longer, we're just going to like eventually just like read the entire Truth of the Pale Bone, and it's going to be awful.
Hey,
we should end it soon.
Yeah.
hey, Slurpy.
We should.
You're a voice guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I've been doxxed way too much in
Alright.
this podcast.
I believe it is something Lincoln Street. Is that correct?
Closer. It's on yes. South 49th Street in Lincoln, Nebraska.
You know what?
Getting closer.
Maybe we just leave the viewer to figure out where those coordinates go to in the title of this video.
No.
Because hey, shut up. We're done. I think.
No. We gotta find the fam. We need to find the Famskiis coordinates.
I think it's time to say that
The
this has been. Like, let me turn my volume up. This has been a great podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been
the Famskiis location.
This has been Famskiis. This has been Famskiis Cast with our wonderful guest Famskiis and
Appreciate
other
it.
hosts, including me, Submadoge, SlurpyTheDog,
No, the Famskiis.
Me
Ovalgoatkid, and titaniumcow.
and me.
Thank you all for joining us. This has been a great episode. See you next time.
Manasang Gucci Gang.